Hello, 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 hello. So, today's stream's going to be pretty boring. But I do hope that there are some people who can join in. It's basically just going to be a catch-up and convoy sort of session thing going on. While, as much as things happen, we can have some fun, that sort of thing, I guess. Little bit mentally lost, not gonna lie. I had a migraine today, so I've got a partial hangover from that. It's weird to say hangover from a migraine, but that's how it goes. It's how it goes. But yes, should hopefully be a fun little session. We got the Iveco bus going on, which is the buses are incredibly fun in trucks, and they really are. So, whoa, sorry, one sec. Let me fix that. Hello, Muhammad Agung. How are you doing, mate? I'm just going to swap back over to here. There we go. All right, so now we are all good and ready to roll. I do love this bus. It's very cute. It's very cute. Of course, I turned on the wrong channel. There we go. Now we've got audio. Hello, Galambino. Hello, Viva La Kiwaks. And my parking brake is clearly off, so let's fix that. Otherwise, that won't be good. I have noticed, though, when you set the parking brake on, you'll see that the bus sort of creeps backwards a little bit, which is kind of not how that's meant to go. So I just don't trust it anymore. There you go. It's a little bit fancy now, isn't it? But yes, there we go. We have the bus. The bus mods all happily installed, and I love the bus in this game. It's fun. And yeah, this is an Iveco. Oh gee, I've already forgotten what bloody Iveco it was actually. Ooh, and of course I also forget one thing, which is that with a bus you've got overhang on the front and on the back, and so I just went to avoid hitting the edge of the garage there, and as I come out I swing out. Yeah, I actually genuinely eat shit just then, and yeah, if this was a real bus it would have exploded. So yes. JD has also helped with fixing the mod order, because I had issues with that. That is now fixed, which is good. I am going to change one thing, which is when we go to here, where is it? There's that one. Yes, there we go. Yesterday you'd done a lot of dumb things with the bus. I probably did. I can't remember what I did with the bus that was dumb. I was probably... Oh, I know that we were exploring... we were exploring some parts of the map. The thing with the bus is that the bus lends itself very well to a little exploration device, and the thing is that then you can treat it like a normal bus, which on a good day is quite hectic, on a bad day is obviously pretty messed up. But yes. Oh, check that timing out, huh? That's pretty good. Driving on water didn't seem very realistic. Oh yes, we ended on the water, that's right. I was curious to see if there was any spots where water is actually, for once, water. But it's not. In the game, for some reason, I suppose it makes sense, you know, they're not expecting anyone to have fallen off the edge anywhere. I'll telegram you later. All good, man. No, been on high protein diet for a while. Can you send some recipes? Oh, sorry, I get you now. So it's not that I've been on high protein, Viva La Kiwaks, but it's that I've been on the keto diet, if that's what you're referring to, which I suppose is high protein, like the way that I do it. But I mean, like, it honestly, it depends on how over the top your... Why? You saw I was driving... Oh, whatever. Yeah, everything's fine. Sorry. Also, I want to see what... Oh, no, I already know what that is. That's that weird little thing there. Yeah, that's what I mean. All good. So yes, absolutely. The way that I did it, Kiwaks, I was very boring with the way that I did it, yeah? So mine was very much, you know, if I was having... I would only eat one meal a day, and that meal could be like, you know, I could have some scrambled eggs with bacon, and an absolute metric fuck ton of butter, because I love me some butter. And yeah, man, very boring type of dietary intake. So, are we even going to clear this? Yes, we will. Check that out. Oh yeah, that's just sexy. I love this bus. It's really cool. And then you can even raise it, lower it. That's just awesome, man. I love this thing. It's so cool. I thought that you would go for another because that stream was I know. So Galambino, I didn't even realize until the end, and I'm sitting there going, I'm really knackered, and then I see how long we've been streaming for. I'm like, you're kidding me. Like, that's just stupid. So that was a bit silly on my part, but anyways, yes. There you go. There you go. Oh, that reminds me. You know what? We started the stream off at Ukraine at one point, and then we were there, and then all of a sudden we were no longer there. And the goal was to, you know, drive around and explore that part of the world, and then we didn't do it. So, stuff it. We'll go back and do that. I had a really bad migraine today. Like an extremely bad migraine. 16 wasn't like nothing, probably because you simply didn't think about the time. Well, no, the thing was, Galambino, the reason I was so... when it came to doing the 24-hour stream that we did, so I had not slept for... I had not slept for 12 hours before that point. Right? Or something like that. Started. Yes, I had not slept for 12 hours. My dietitian says I have to have 3 meals a day. I'm doing a meal replacement for lunch with veggies. For dinner, mostly meat with little other stuff. So, Keyworks, the reason I do 1 meal a day, mate, is because it shocks your system into entering ketosis and it freaks out, and then there's a huge influx of ketones being produced by the body, which will then start using the body's own fat stores as energy. Especially if you're mixing that with walking, you'll be very lightheaded. And so I wouldn't advise driving while on ketosis. And I also wouldn't advise ever taking dietary / health advice from an idiot like myself. So there is that too. But what I did when it came to me losing a lot of weight was I went to 1 meal a day. There's better ways to do what I did as well, because I did it wrong. I made my body accustomed to the intermittent fasting. But yeah, so yes, there was that. Doing 30-minute walk, very good, very good. Yeah, man, the reason why I did the fasting so aggressively as I did was because I needed to lose weight like ASAP, and I just went about it the way that I went about it. It could be the right way, it could be the wrong way. I lost a lot of weight. I was very fit and healthy as a result of it when I was done, and now obviously everything's all fallen to shit in my world. so that was the end of that for the time being, and I'll get back on top of that in due course. So yeah. Thinking of doing another long stream. Probably not today, Galambino. So I did have a hangover. From not hangover from alcohol, hangover from a migraine. So I want to make that clear. I did have a hangover. Yeah, from what, Voksy? What did you do to get a hangover? Oh, I drank a lot of booze, mate. No, I got a really bad migraine today. My alarm did not wake me up. It just sort of sat there with the stop sign on it. And that was it. Viva la Keyworks, did your dietitian say why they wanted you to be eating 3 meals a day? It was like 2 seconds since that train went through and there's like another train going on. It's ridiculous. Now I'm just waiting for this one to go. And it probably will. I've had them go as I'm going through them, and then it will add the invisible barrier just as you're going through them. So you'll be driving, 40k an hour, and then you'll smack it, and it's like, yeah, thanks, G. Oh, you're letting me through. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Oh, look at that, huh? Social distances. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Now, I believe that is a bus stop up there, if I'm not mistaken. And so we'll park ourselves there, and then we're going to create a little bus route, because that's going to be bloody joyous and fun, isn't it? Whoa, my phone fell down. Viva la Kiwaks, if you could afford it, there are, like, you know how there's like Light and Easy and things like that? There's actually companies out there that do keto meals, which is pretty cool. And in my case, like, so I'm on NDIS, which is disability support, supplied through the government. Very, very lucky, very entirely lucky and grateful to have been accepted on there. Now, through that, I had hoped to and possibly have been approved for, not 100% sure yet, but for what's called meal planning, meal preparation, and that's those companies such as Light and Easy, things like that. Now, why am I going this way? I need to go on this side, buddy. Or do I instead go around? Perhaps I do. No, I don't. No, we're going this one. Sorry to keep changing my mind there. Oof. That was a little bit sketchy, but that's all right. Get to there, and there's our little cheeky little Ratscallion bus, and then, oh yeah, now the people can get on easier. That's so cool. Oh no, we want the front lower, the back needs to not go that low. There we go, and then the back actually looks. Does this bus normally sit lower on the back? Can you see that? I'm confused. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's fine. We're just going to have it like this. Stuff it. Okay. So it isn't it? It's a bloody ripper bus, man. And it's all like little French stuff on there, and we're in France, so it makes sense to have it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And having the suspension controls mapped on that part of the keyboard is very helpful. Where I had it mapped originally, it was really bad. I lost half my controls. I'm sitting there going, you're an idiot. Lower mostly be higher. Lower mostly be higher. What, the back must mostly be higher? I'm used to the back mostly being higher, Galambino. If that's what you're referring to. But yeah, it just confused me because it looks like the back is sitting like, at least in my place, that's how. Yes. So yeah. So Viva la Kiwaks, what I would say, mate, is if you had the budget and could do meal preparation, meal planning companies such as Light and Easy, search for keto pre-made meals or keto, ready meals or whatever the hell they are, and see if there's any companies that do meals, like full-on meals that are able to be done keto. And then what you could do is you could do not 3 meals a day, but 2 meals a day. One in the brekkies and one in the dinners. Or you could just do, for every morning, eggs and bacon. Yeah? No toast. No sugars of any variety. So not even milk in your coffee. You only let cream in your coffee in that case if you're doing full-on keto. Which I'll say good luck. And then yeah, you have your eggs and your bacon, and then for dinner you'll have, you know, a keto meal, or you can just have a steak on its own, right? Steaks are very expensive, but yeah, could do that. I need to do the same thing. In my case, man, I really do need to do the same thing. Now, I think that place right there is a bus depot. So we'll go there. And then there's no place here that looks like anything in Rennes. So we will ditch Rennes, but we do need to actually go through Rennes. So we'll do that. Oh, you know what? No, that's it there, actually. That's it there, because that's Global Euro, and this is a bus depot. So we're doing that. We're going... one sec, sorry. Add new checkpoints only to the end. I hate that I have to keep ticking that. That pisses me off. Since it's summer for me, I won't be staying long in your streams how I used to, but I'm going to be joining for a few minutes, saying hello and question how you're going. All good, Galambino. And as well, man, like you've got, you know, your mum is needing help, you've mentioned, so, you know, you want to make sure that you're, yeah, able to be around for her. Now that she is back out of hospital, yeah? So, all good, my dude, all good. Awesome. That looks good. Very nice. Well, that's where we're going. Yeah, need help her and just do some work and just have fun enjoying the summer. For sure, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I don't have as good of a turning circle as I had thought in this bus. When you hit the side, it really doesn't like it. I also realized one thing. I'm a terrible bus driver. I forgot to raise the suspension. I think in buses, like when you drive, it will automatically reset. I don't know. Look at this dude. He's a little cafe attendant. See that? You ask him for a coffee and he presses a button on a machine that spits you out a coffee. It's a job that you could have done yourself, but he needs to feel busy, so he does it. Just like that, we are off on our merry way. I love this bus, it's very cute. Very cute. And of the other bus mods that are installed at the moment, I think this is the only one that's actually good. No offense to the other mods, but yeah. Yes, we've returned to Euro Bus Simulator. Yeah. They're not meant to give way, and they do, and that really irritates me because it's like, come on, man, just make it like real life for once, where you all cut me off. Yes, no, all good, Galambino. I read it and I knew exactly what you were going to say, and you know though, Galambino, how should I be doing that? Should I be changing the stream name and tags and title and shit to say Euro Bus Simulator instead of Euro Truck Sim? Or do I just leave it as it is and say, well, look, you know, if anyone joins in and they see that it's not a truck, how pissed off are they going to be about how ripped off they've been with their, that's not a truck, mate, that's a bus. We don't want to watch Bus Simulator, we want to watch Truck Simulator. It's like, well, do ya? I mean, I've got nothing against trucks. We all know that. I love my truck sim. But, I mean, this is pretty cool still, isn't it? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It would be funny, also people would be confused. So what, as in changing it to Euro Bus Simulator? Because I think doing bus convoys would be quite fun too, and the reason I'm so enthused about that idea, I was thinking about it and I thought it seems quite enjoyable because it reminds me of in school you would have your school trips and whatnot, and it'd always be like, you know, 3 or 4 buses in, you know, this big old convoy. And I thought, well, that's kind of what's happening here, isn't it? Like, you know, that's all we're really doing is we're we got this massive convoy of buses as if we're going on a massive you know, statewide trip or something. Maybe, because you mostly do... It is See, and if you change the name, people would actually thought you play a different simulator game. Yes, true. Very true. Hello, Relay. How you doing, man? Nah, man, this is a bus. We're in a bus. Because this is now officially Euro Bus Simulator. I'll show you. There you go. If I can not smack into a barrier while driving it. Warming up. Well, that's what I'm hoping that thing up there will do, but it's doing a smash it lol. Yeah, I don't want to smash it, dude. It's a pretty cool bus though. I love this thing. And it's got the relay. You know how like with a bus you'll have air suspension? Well, this, like in all of Truck Sim, every vehicle now you can control the air suspension in, which is friggin' sick. So on a bus, it's like how you'd normally see it. The bus rocks up at the bus stop, and then no, I'm not getting a bendy bus. Stuff that, man. They're terrifying. Hello, Davis TV. How you doing, man? So yeah, I quite like the bus. I reckon it's great fun. Would be a shame to smash such a good looking bus. Yes, but yeah, I'm not a fan of bendy buses as well. Like they're just, I don't know, they don't, bendy buses don't interest me as much as a regular bus does. Which is weird because it's like, you know, I should be quite enthused about it because there's a point of articulation. It's, you know, meant to be more, you know, more difficult. But yeah, I prefer, you know, a bus like this that's more like it's got that crazy amount of overhang on there that when you're doing a corner, it, you know, looks like you're going to curb it, but you don't. So yeah, that stuff is good fun. So yes. My present for you is building at the moment, by the way. That's terrifying. If this bus would start flying, it would actually be a magical school bus. You will love it. Oh, well, that's good. At least I'll love it. So that's pretty cool. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You'll also die inside, lol. Any guesses? No, man. To die inside, what would make me die inside? And are we talking like genuine die inside, or are we talking, you know, like sarcastically dying inside for a comedic value. Because you said it's a building, as in it's like it's being built. Sarcastically die inside. I don't know. Think to previous streams. What have we discussed in previous streams that you would be having built? I know you've been building your train up. Don't know, but how cool is that little train yard there? That's quite nice. Build is figure of speech. Well, if that gift is too much overwhelming for him, then Voksy will have mental breakdown. Rest in peace. Yes. Poor Voksy. Yeah. Yeah, no, I generally so it's not that I have a mental breakdown when I receive a gift, but I do it depends, yeah. It actually depends. Like, let's say, for example, you know, I'm with family and you know, like mum gifts me something, anything, you know, like I know I'm comfortable with expressing my gratitude there, but if it's from someone that's like, you know, we'll put it this way, if I have a birthday, I don't like receiving gifts from people. It's like, I don't even, you know, want to have the little birthday celebration. I just want everyone to be happy, and we'll just leave it at that. You know, let's all just be happy. Done. Hey guys, I am back, still trying to figure out how to download Promods. Yes. Now, Promods, go on their website, spend the €1, download all the Promods. You're having a birthday soon? No, I was just using that as an example. Jump the bus, lol. Haha, yes. Yes, don't do that. You'll terrify me. Oh my god. You see how that car just like pulled out in front of that bus? That's savage. Alright, here we go. This is our bus stop. We are here. We are here. Alright, there we go, and then, like before, We'll lower the front, lower the back. Oh, look at that, huh? That's just so cool. I love it. Hello, JD. Hello, hello, hello. I'm thinking about how I'm gonna do this. Lol. Well, if it's if I lower, I know, man. Look at this. Look at this. The passengers on the bus just sitting there with their sick bags going, because in the motion sickness, it's like they're on a boat. Are you bus sick? I'll fix that for you. Yeah. And it's just like, no. Oh, dear. I do love it, though, man. It's awesome. I wish there was, so buses normally use lean, and so it's only just the one side of the bus that will sort of tip down. How are you doing today, Voksy? I had a migraine today, so I've got a bit of a migraine hangover. But besides that, I'm actually pretty okay. I really needed to clean my room. And I want to. And I get a headache looking at it. And so I thought, well, no, I'm not going to continue anymore. I'm going to say I am done for a little bit. I did get some of it done, just not a lot. Bit annoying, but anyways, no migraine hangover. It's not from alcohol. Annoyingly, this is just part of living with migraines. You can get these and they just hurt. So, but yeah, oh, that's right. It's an Iveco Evadis. I don't know how to bloody pronounce it, but that's what Iveco this is. And it's an awesome bus. It is part of our little Convoy Promods thing, and it's quite lovely. Speaking of which, let us make it morning time. Preferably a little bit more morning-y than that. We could do 6. There we go. This is 6 in the morning. 6 in the morning. Iveco. It could be Iveco. But yes, it's an Iveco Evadis. However you pronounce the Evadis bit. And it's a lovely bus. It's quite pleasant. We'll probably hop on in a moment. All good. Well, pardon me. What I'll do in that case, JD, is I will start the Convoy because I haven't started it yet. So let's do that. We did, by the way, JD, we did have issues with the extended France map expansion thing. So we ditched that. So we don't have that running at the moment. I did fix the mod order. So thank you for that. That is now all fixed and started logging my deliveries and trucks in. Very good. Very good. Well, feel free to have a day free of deliveries and instead start delivering some passengers in the big old truck sim, bus sim thing, a majiggy. So yeah, there you go. All right. Done. Flip the bus, lol. No, we're not going to flip the bus. We did that the other day, though. They can flip quite easily. They can flip quite easily. I don't know how easily a bus flips in the real world, though, because the thing with a bus, right, a lot of the weight is like quite low. So, you know, above that, all it is seats. Seats aren't that heavy. And then it's glass. Glass is obviously heavy, but it's like, is it that heavy? I don't know. And then the roof, I don't think the roof is as heavy as compared to the main chassis, which is quite a weighty beast. So, yeah. My modded profile makes your Convoy look like a pea. Excellent. Well, I for one am a big fan of pea and ham soup, so very good. I am the main ingredient. This pleases me. Okay. On which side of the bus is the tank for gas? On my bus, it is on the right side. On the right side. And 78 mods compared to 28 years. Our games crashed multiple times. That was our issue, and it had just come up with that crashing error. Where, you know, it'd be like, you have to press the OK button because of script exemption, whatever, thingo. So Relay, your question about how easy to flip the bus, if you, like, you'll see there's like a little bit of movement there. If you really slam it into a corner and you're reckless with your driving, it will eventually flip. But like getting it to flip any sooner than that, you know, you have to really want it to flip and then you'll flip it. So... I almost got a job as a bus driver, which was when our contracts were being put up into question for the license testing job that I was doing with the government. And they finally called me back after I had all the seizures. And it's like, I don't think I should be driving as a bus driver, no, but thank you for returning my call and being interested in interviewing me. But no, don't hire me. That would be bad. Very fast bus. Yeah, Galambino, I don't know why, man, but like all the buses where I live, this is just how fast they drive, which is ridiculous, but I guess it's how they do it. It's probably how fast they're told to drive so that they're not behind schedule. So, well done for being honest. Yeah, oh yeah, I wouldn't, you know. And the thing is, right, is I couldn't work anyway. Like, even now I can't work. Like, you know, I've been accepted on government disability support for a reason, and it's because I cannot work. And it's pretty awful because you don't really get a lot of money through that. Like, I will never be able to buy a house, right? That's now done. That's out of the equation. And if I rent somewhere and I rent on my own, I will really only just be able to afford rent and food. That's it. Like, nothing else. And where I live at the moment, I am going to have to move out relatively soon because of how because of the conditions of where I live. You know, it's like if you live on a workplace, it's only natural that the workers that are there when, you know, like I used to work here yonks ago, and I've got, like, I'll have days where I've got a migraine and people are coming up to me going, how come you haven't solved this problem with the admin profile on this and that and the other? And you need to be able to run this keyboard over to the so-and-so because they've been complaining about the keyboard for ages and I'm so done hearing it. And it's just like, then I'll start sitting there and then I'll start like twitching like that. And then they're just like, you know, oh, you need to be working just so that you can keep distracted and that you're not letting these mental problems take over your mind. And it's just like, you know, I'll tell my psychologist about it, and he goes, "Who's the psychologist here? Is it them or is it me?" You know, because it's not them. They're just an idiot. So yes. Game searches. So with the mod ordering, it is that order of mod types due to being how the game searches. Oh, okay, gotcha. So, well, yeah, you know, and we'll try the Paris rework again. But yeah, when we try it again. So yeah, so I'll have to move out of here as soon D-Bus World that turns ETS2 into a working bus simulator. Ooh. Okay. You've piqued my interest, JD. We'll do that for a day where we're specifically doing a bus sim convoy thingo-majiggo. But that'd be cool. But yeah, I need to move out of here so that I can get away from all of the people who are pretending that they are psychologists, and also, you know, like the fact that I was put onto disability support pension for a reason, and it's because I can't work, and if I work I will hit overstress, and that's not good. I'm getting it to work front end and also see if it works with convoys. Gotcha. Well, I appreciate that, JD. Well, that's not very good news to hear. Yes, it is not very good news to hear. But that's okay, you know. So here's the thing. If things get really bad, then I will sell my car, and then when I'm done paying off the debts from selling my car, anything that's left over, I will buy the cheapest van that I can get, that's the most reliable van for the money, right? I'll see what I can spot, like an old Mazda or an old Toyota or something. And then I will essentially just start living in that, you know. Get a gym membership, because with gym memberships they give you access to a shower. There you go. That's it. So you get fitness and you get the free shower. Well, not a free shower, you're paying for the shower, but I mean, hey, you know, that's not bad. That's not bad. So the only problem is with it is that streaming would be streaming wouldn't really be possible because, you know, you need 240 volt for a computer and it's just going to be too much of a hassle, really. Obviously the internet side of things is fine, but, you know, basically be a different kind of stream. It'd be, hello and welcome everyone, this is Voksy and I'm going to play guitar in front of an ocean with my camera mounted to a stick, live streaming directly to YouTube. Alright, and that's all that's going to be. So, you know, I will see how that goes. Yeah, man, you know, it's not like living in a van is not the most glamorous lifestyle, but it can work. It can work. And I will make it work. You know what, I'm gonna go down here, sorry. Because when I get there, I'm gonna be on the correct side. Pardon me. So yes, there's a couple problems that come with it though, and that is that you're legally not allowed to live in a van or some shit like that. Like, you'll be considered what's called a vagrant, and if you're a vagrant, you'll be, you know, sort of vacated from the area. So it's very difficult to be like, it's difficult to be homeless in this country and to do it well. So yeah. You probably would not be able to, correct, that everything would change. Everything would change for the better or the worse. As I say, like streaming on the computer, as far as that's concerned, that would be out of the equation. And that's fine, you know, because then I just sit there and go, well, I'll just sell the gaming PC and put that money towards a van. Right? As far as decking the van out into being something that's livable, that's going to be quite hard. But it would be easier for me to live in a van than it would be for me to live in a like in a, yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm focused on not crashing my bus. Imagine how difficult it'd be to survive for you. Yeah, but like, would it be though? I went in this place the wrong way, by the way. I've totally butchered this. I see exactly why it said to go the other way. Go on, you know you want to. No, I want to what? What are you on about? Alright, what I'm going to do, by the way, I'm going to get around to here. Oh, check that out, huh? Right before any traffic came about. Smash it? What do you mean smash it? What are you on about? I don't want to smash me bus. Alright, here we go. It's just such an awesome bus, man. I love this thing. It's grouse. It's so cool. So yeah, so if things go to shit, and when I say things going to shit, what I mean is that, you know, like I have things that I owe, so you know, if let's say I'm told, look man, you got to pay this shit and you got to pay it now, well, I can, and I know how I'm going to, and it will be through the means of, well, alright, stuff this place, I'm out of here, because the things that I owe are tied into me living here as well, right? And so that's fine, I'll do that. I appreciated the generosity while it was there, but if it turns into that, well, it turns into that. And then I will put feelers out and I will say, alright, well, you know, I know one place that I would reach out to see if it's okay if I lived with them for a bit. I know that my Oma and Opa would happily have me living back there for as long as I need, but I don't like impeding their space, so imposing on their space. So yeah, there's a few things that are you know, to mind with that. Voksy, I'm getting a wrong mod version on dbus shared assets. Yeah, see, we had that JD, but with sound mods. Annoyingly. And I don't know, like, it annoys me how this happens, because it happened last time with that, with the sound mods, and saying it was the wrong mod version, and apparently just as I started the stream, the other ones had updated or some shit. So, wrong mod version. Alright, one sec. I like how with that I did nothing, right? I've done everything in my power to lose money, and the game's like, hey, are you sure you want to accept this progress? Because you've earned money. And I'm like, haha, I did nothing. The joys of passive income. If only I had that set up in my real life. I almost did. I had my investments and I had to sell them all, and that was the end of that. If there's any way I was getting back into to working again, it would be through investments, and there would be all the really safe style investments, like your you know, what are they called, blue chip stocks or whatever the hell they call them. You know, like here in Australia we have a thing called Bunnings. Bunnings is great, and sort of like shopping centers and that sort of thing, hardware stores. There's a company that owns a lot of them. You invest in them, you always are getting not only good returns in the long run, but also dividends, and good ones too. Like not good, but like quite reasonable. So, mod manager. So you said that the Iveco, this one is sort of trash, so I don't like that, and I'm going to kick it out. This one is kind of trash too, so I'm going to kick it out. And we're just going to keep the Iveco. Now, my Iveco mod, this right here is saying that it is 1.0.15.44. Is that the same version that you have, JD? Ha! Updated 30th of June. We had this problem last time, and they updated 2 mods. All right, 2 mods on the moment I started streaming. They're like, we're gonna update now. What? You're assholes. Anyway, yeah, all good. I don't know what that means. If that means that I have to either, like, who's the one that updates this now? Minimal required to get support. Versions included are not support at all. Okay. I'm not sure why there is the mismatch. It is a problem of needing to update them, but the question is whose version is lower? So can you check yours, please, and see in your mod list, does yours say version 1.0.15.44, or does yours say 1.0.15.45 or 43? And we'll try and work out who is a version behind. Mine is lower. Excellent. Okay. So essentially I need to close Truck Sim then, and I don't know, hope that it updates, I guess. I mean, it says validating there. And it says completed. Content information, workshop content. That'd be it. Alright, cool. Let's now restart Truck Sim and see if that is what has fixed it. It's so annoying. We had this last time, you know, that, like, as I said, we started the stream and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, by the way, you can't stream because one of yous is a lower thinger than the rest of y'all. And so I ended up, like, we couldn't get it to do the thing. Let's just double check that that has fixed itself. So that was for the dbus assets, I believe. And I think that's right, 0.45. So that should now be ready to roll. So let us get started. Before we do, is there any mod that you would recommend us trying? Preferably a mod that I would like, not a mod that I would not like. Yes. There was one, and I can't remember what it is, but it was in regards to being able to have, to own any of, like, it made all of the company truck skins ownable, and I can't work out where that mod is. I had it. It's gone. And that annoys me a little bit. Personally, it is not major mod, but I do like the more bank loans mod that adds more times and brings a payback period and interest to real life. Ooh, where is that one? Bank loan. Realistic bank loan by CSL that only has 4 stars. Additional bank loans by Indian Boss. So there's that one. Oh, sweet. High value loans, 75 million euros. Hell yeah. I'd prefer one that is part of this. Yeah, I'd like to keep it all like stuff like this so that, you know, all we're saying basically to people who want to join is, you know, hey people, all you need is 2 Promods files. Just 2. They're available on the Promods website. Hop on there and get them. And yeah, you know, that stuff. Because there was this one, but the largest loan was wasn't really that big. What does it say? Oh, you can't even see what I'm looking at anyways. But yeah, there's this one which has it's called Realistic Bank Loan by CSL. Probably do a workshop search at one point. And so, yeah, so so that one looks kind of good. But that brings the interest rate down. Yeah, all good. There's one here that says it brings the interest rate down to like 3%. And so I'm just gonna add that, and we'll see how that do. It seems to be I'm trying to work out which one has the best. You know, I don't mind that one actually. That one's pretty good. And it seems to be the highest rated one. Flip it. We're going to do that one. And we're going to undo that one. Ooh. No, I take that back. I can't make up my mind. Alright, we're doing that one. All good. Oh wait, that is it. Additional bank loans. Yeah, so there's additional bank loans by Indian Boss, and then there's realistic bank loans. Now, realistic bank loans, that one, like it has a loan, like you're asking for a loan of 1 million euros. Repayment period is 2,184 days. Interest rate is 3%. 3%. That's pretty good. So I'm going to do that one. And it gives you the option of 100,000, 500,000, 1 million, or 5 million. And I think that that one there, it just looks like it's less convoluted than the other one. Yeah, 5 mil. And so it says on there, if you're level 0, you can borrow 100,000. If you're level 4, 300,000. Level 7, 500,000. Level 10, 1 million. If you're level 35, you can borrow 30 million euros. It's not bad. That's a pretty good, sir. That's a pretty good, sir. Interest rate is lowered and is based on real-life business loan interest rates, which is 2.8 to 5.1% from well-known banks such as Citibank, BOA, Capital One, and BNP. The redemption period is extended from to 3 to 5 years. That's pretty good. Alrighty, well, we're going to go tick, and that will be, where can that be? That'll be under tunables, which means it's meant to go here somewhere. I think. Yeah, done, whatever. Whatever. Cool, alright, well, that one is now all done. We'll give that a go. How fancy. Actually, it will be near the top. Well, it was sort of near the top. It was underneath the weather, because I remember the weather said it was like had to be the top or some shit like that, since it changes gameplay bits. Yes, so that should. I guess we'll soon find out if it dies. But I believe that was accurate to the required bits. Hey, see that there? That has bus stops in it. See that at the end of the roundabout? That's where we should be going. Places like that. That's a good and right spot. Hell yeah. Alright. Well, let us have a quick look. Oh yeah, 30 million. Yeah, I'll get a loan for that. And another loan for that. And another loan for that. And another loan for that. Let's go. Let's make our repayments, like, scary. This is going to suck. Alright. And then what I can do is I can start going to here. Oh, sorry. Let's start the convoy. Convoy. Yes. Host convoy, yes. So yeah, living in a van. Living in a van. It'd be an interesting life. I don't know how I would go about, like, there's a few things I don't know how they would go, actually. Yes, absolutely that, JD. Better than living on the street. I'm very grateful to currently not be living on the street, and will continue to be grateful for that, but I also respect that sometimes that is actually less triggering than living in a place that is subjecting you to the difficulties of what this place subjects me to. Alright, cool. We're ready. And we're good to go. We have our 33.1 million euros. Really, Galambino? That's awesome, man. In the process of trying to get a friend of mine to try out Truck Sim while it is on sale. Honestly, I have no one to really play this game with often. Yeah, well, that's sucky that they're not that into playing it. Or are you saying that they are that they are actually considering it? Is that what you're saying? What are you saying, JD? Three subs away, yeah, that's nuts. They're into trying new games. People don't play Sims a lot because for most people it's boring. Yes. And that's the thing, JD, is if they're into trying new games and that's their only criteria, they're going to get bored. They're going to get bored way too quick. And man, you'll have a brief moment of them playing it, perhaps. This depends if they enjoy, if they consider a drive to be relaxing, but they might need a steering wheel to make it actually enjoyable. Truck Sim for me became a little bit mundane at a point, and that was because it was just me that was, you know, playing it, and that was sort of it. And not to say as in like without Truck Sim MP or anything like that, but what I meant is that like Truck Sim without streaming, very boring. It can be relaxing, can be challenging, but you know, I don't enjoy doing road trips on my own. I actually get anxiety driving on my own. I start having like panic attacks because I'm on my own, which is really weird, how they sort of come about. But when it comes to if I'm driving and it's with people, then I'm quite happy. And if I'm driving on Truck Sim, and I've got a stream going on and there are people here to talk to, everything's all good. So that makes me quite happy and makes the whole process quite enjoyable. So, you know, all is good there. So you need to do is same thing over and over. It get boring, especially if you exploit every single piece of the map. Yes. I find my truck sim streams relaxing. Well, that's good. With streaming, you at least can talk to us that it would not feel that boring. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, there is only two viewers, Calambino. I noticed that. I just kept looking at it dropping and I'm like, sick. Everything's great. But at least it's 2 viewers, which are good people that are talking, right? It could be 2 viewers that I don't know anything about them and they're just sitting there doing nothing. Might not even be viewers, might be like a bot that's waiting for the right moment to send that link of that happy-go-lucky sexy time link that bot keeps pushing onto my streams. It's possibly that. Who knows? But it's not, you know, so all is good. Taking out a lot of $1 million loans and spending it all. Very nice. As long as you've got some workers that are like earning in the big bucks and paying it off, you'll be fine. And every now and then when it drops a little bit too low, you just want to hop in a truck, do a short delivery to put you back up in positive, do another delivery to keep you above. That would be funny if your viewer would only be bots. That's it, man. You know what though, Galambino? There are services out there that like you can pay them and they will, you know, increase your viewer count and give you more subscribers and that sort of thing. And so things like that. Imagine talking with bots and they only respond. Yes. Thanks for that visual, Calambino. It's like, oh good, my friends have arrived. Hello, friends. Do you want to feel good, happy-go-lucky, sexy time? Press this link. Oh, thank you for that link, my friend. You're welcome. Go to this link. And then it clicks another link again. And it's just like, ah. Yes, my friends are very accommodating. man. I seem like I'm one to talk. I mean, I talk to a you know, deflated rat costume, who is my bestest best friend. So, I mean, does that make me any better, or does that make me the same? Like, what's the dealio, buddy? In saying that I love my fluffy rat and he means the fucking world to me. So, there is that. And while he may be just a generic sweaty animal costume, he's my fluffy support animal and I love him the bits.
Love you. Oh, he's so cute. He's a cutie. Hey. Oh. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, yes, you are. Oh. Oh, you're so cute. Hey. Good boy. Love you. Oh. Oh.
By the way, where is... Yes, he was on the pillow. He was on the pillow. And now he's not on the pillow. Now he is right here.
And he's so cute.
Often, like most nights, he'll sort of sleep like that. Or, you know, I'll sort of tuck him into bed and his schnoodle will be poking out of the blankets. So like all you can see is like sort of just yeah, no, I don't want to cover you like as a joke, but sort of all you'll see is like that, like just, you know, sort of fluffy schnoz poking out of the blankets, and he'll just be sitting there having a sleep.
Hey, good boy.
And yeah, he's very good. I do like that fox. I do like that fox. A moment when you go to break and your shoe just is all... I'm going to slip off the important pedal. Yes. Yes. I'm actually playing with shoes on at the moment. Normally I'll play barefoot. But yes, at the moment I've got slippers on. Now I can see that there is a town to the right there. Where does that go? Ooh. Alright, I know exactly what we're about to do. We're gonna turn down this way. There is a spot to do a U-turn a little bit later. And we're gonna go find it. Most people, they see it as just a costume, but if you actually believe that it is alive and you love him and think yourself for him, he becomes actual part of you, like your true yourself or a different part of your personality. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And, you know, I appreciate the scientific part of, you know, what is going on there, essentially, as far as, you know, how I'm seeing my fox is concerned, but But yeah. Oop. What I need to do, by the way, because I realized I didn't do this before. Go here, and we set this to there, because on this bus, for some reason, the braking is like quite accurate. So you have to then set that to its normal limits. So that's now done. Do you have to pay import duties on gifts? Yes. I think if they're under $1,000 Australian, you don't have to pay import duty on them. But I know that the government changed it that if it was a thing that you're purchasing, then you must be charged GST. So, but I know that if it is something that you're declaring for yourself, and that the value on the declaration on the item is listed as anything more than $1,000 Australian after any currency conversion fees take place, then you must pay import tax. And that import tax is, you know, about 10 to 15%, which is the reason why I have not brought my Riley suit into Australia yet, is because I can't afford it. So that will stay in America for a couple of months, because they don't want to lower the value on the item, which I fully respect that. Yeah, there you go. I really wanted to find a bus stop here, but I found nothing of the sort. So that's okay. We'll just... Oh no, is that a bus stop up there? Maybe it is. Or is that just an advertising signboard thing? It's just an advertising thing. Okay. At least we can say we tried. I imagine Riley and Voksy became a couple. Yeah, well... look, man, I hope that that between those two fluffy animals that there is a good relationship between them both. But I always tell Fox that Fox will, no matter what, Fox will always mean the world to me, and that Fox will always be my favorite. 100%. Because Fox is my everything. Foxy, do you cover breathing exercises you do in a video you already have on your channel? The only breathing exercises that I do, the guided meditation for anxiety, or for peace and stillness, right? That one is very breath focused, because that one is but that's slow breath, right? That's very much bringing that cadence of your world and of your mind down. So I don't really focus much on whether being in the hole or not with this game. I just pour all monies into getting drivers and trucks and garages, literally at the very moment I can afford it. Yes. Well, that's what I do, and that's why I was at like 3 or 5 million at one point. It's because, you know, I just work them. But yeah, sources. In that video, guided meditation for peace and stillness, that one very breath focused. And it's specifically for really tuning everything down and getting as slow and as calm as you can. And seems to do an alright job. Hope it does an alright job. Most people seem to say it does an alright job, which makes me happy. If you have 3 personalities, 3 main Voksy, then Girly Fox, then Riley. Where are you currently at? Good question. I will tell you in a moment when I pull over. So Galambino, Fox. Yeah, Fox. I didn't know what personality Fox had until Fox was in my life and until Fox started like actually coming to life. And Fox wasn't alive instantly, right? Fox actually was not alive instantly. He was he had a smile and he looked like he had a personality, but I didn't know. And it was only until, you know, like a couple months of having him that, you know, one time I look at him and he's actually looking, you know, sort of at me. And then that's when things started to change. And I'm just outside of Nantes, by the way. That was when things started to change, and that and I'm going to Montpellier through Limoges. So at that moment, you know, Fox, yeah, sort of when I put him on one time and you know, we sort of had quality time, just, you know, Fox and myself, and I wore a Fox, and Fox was you know, wanting to essentially introduce himself to me. That was the most bizarre but the most magical experience. And yeah, he is absolutely the most spectacular, the most magical animal that I've ever met, is my Fox. Well, no, he created a bond with me. Like, that's the thing, is that was his doing. Because, you know, I just saw him as this really happy, really expressive animal costume, and I'd look at him and he'd look at me, but I didn't see him being, like, you know, lively or anything like that. But I knew when I got him that I could never just like do what other people do, and it fucks over my head so much, this idea of having an animal costume and sort of packing your animal costume into the cupboard, into the closet, whatever, to store it. I could never do that with Fox. Right, if I'm driving somewhere, I cannot deal with locking Fox into the back boot of the car. Like, Fox must be in the front passenger seat. Exactly. So yeah, he's a very gorgeous boy, and he means the world to me. And I will keep boring everyone to death about how much my fluffy rat means to me by, you know, endlessly saying that. But yeah, he's a very, very good boy. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. It's going well, my dude. It's going well. We're all having an excellent time. I have recovered from my migraine, just a little bit dizzy, I guess. And yeah, all is good. All is good. And we're driving a bus through the French countryside. Well, this one, I think oversleeping sort of triggered this one, because my alarm didn't go off, and that really messed me up a little bit. Ooh, in the Faroese Islands, very nice. But I often get migraines from flickering lights, so if I'm around fluorescent lighting for too long, that can really trigger me. Sometimes I don't even need to be around that much and it will still trigger me. But this one, I believe, this one's posture and oversleeping, which the two combined generally has me a bit knocked out for like a day or 2 days. Sometimes I can just get them sort of out of nowhere as well, which is a bit annoying. So yes. Good for you. Migraine sucks. I have one. Heat consumed by my body. Migraine hits. Like, yes. I'm very glad it's not summer at the moment, man. So here in Australia, it's winter currently in Victoria. And so that's quite nice. Yes. was good timing. I swear they do that on purpose. The moment that you're going up to those, they're like, we'll trigger a train now. It's like, no, please don't. Every bloody time. They're still looking for a bus stop in any of these towns, but I haven't found anything that is screaming out as a spot to be able to stop in. Hello, Bimsmark. Now we're just going to go straight through here, because I think that there might be a bus stop a little bit further up. We're going through the French countryside at the moment. Driving southeast through France from Nantes to someplace, to Montpellier actually, I remember that, Montpellier. Am I going to put on the suit? Okay, quick vote. If we got 3 votes yes, then I will. Do I put on the fluffy rat? If we get 3 yeses, then I will. Otherwise I'll just keep chilling. Montpellier, yes. Montpellier, oulala. Alright, well then it's probably the next one's probably going to be a yes, more than likely. Stuffed me up if it was a maybe, then it's just like, well, that's a half yes, so it's not 3 yet. It's 2.5. Good work, Bims. Hello, crazy and fun facts. I'm abstaining from the vote. Yes, very good. Good work. See how it is. So that question is, look at the fluffy rat. Well, but no, but that's the thing, JD, is the answer's always yes, right? The car nearly head-on collisioned with that. Because if... Because that's the thing, is that if I was to... Well, you know what, JD, fair point. If you think about it, exactly what you're just saying just there, which is that that's actually just a yes, because if I'm asking you all, but I'm not asking Fluffy Rat, and of course, you know, Fox's answer is like going to be a definite yes, because of course Fox is going to say yes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull over somewhere up here where I can, because I have to do a U-turn essentially. And that U-turn I think will be done up here. Play Trucker MP Sir. Nah, Convoy good. Convoy is good. Crazy and fun facts. You should play Convoy. Hop online. Do you feel like putting on Fox? Every time I look at Fox, Fox gives me the look that says, you know you should be wearing me, and it's like, yes, I know. And Fox also knows that I always want to wear a Fox, and I would wear a Fox like permanently 24/7 if I could. I found where it is that we're going to pull over, which is in this beautiful little town here. But I want to first get through and spot if there's anywhere that I can use as a bit of a bus stop. And if there isn't, then that's all good. Nah. Alright. I'm gonna pull over at the petrol station that's up ahead. Do a U-turn there, then come back. Then I'm gonna situate ourselves up where we were before. Yeah, aren't they? They're quite lovely. All right. Love this town. I can't remember ever driving through here. Thanks for that, Galambino. But yeah, I'll put on the fluffy rat. And that will be done in a brief moment once I pull over. All right. I'll be back in a brief moment. Actually, I'll just get this here because I think that'd look a little bit better, yeah? Yes, kind of. Yes. No. Done. All right. Very good. I'll be back in a moment.
Oh, you're so cute. Oh, hey. Oh, you're very cute.
We on for a bit, yeah? Want to have a cuddle afterwards? You have a cuddle? Yes. We get to have cuddles. Love you. Thank you for being so fluffy. Ooh. Hey, gorgeous. Alright, put you on, yeah? Where's your fluffy paws? There they are. Oh. Look. Alright. Congrats, you reached 6. Oh, really? Wow. Is it actually at 400 now? Are you serious? That's nuts if it is, dude. Is it actually at 600? I have to check this myself now. One sec. Alright, your channel, yes. What? 600? Yeah, 600 subscribers. Oh man, damn, we did it. Wait, as you say, 400 to go before 1,000. That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. Wow. All right, I'm putting on the fluffy wrap. Oh dear, my room is a mess at the moment too.
Hey, cool boy. See how he looks in the camera? He's just sitting there all happy. He's so cute. Oh, so cute.
Thank you, Prateep. Thank you very much, man. Much appreciated, dude. Oh man, that is awesome. That is awesome. All right.
He's looking at the stream like, whoa, what is this world?
Yeah, he's very, very happy fox, that animal. It's the happiest fox that I've ever met. I have one suggestion. What would that suggestion be, Galambino? You should do a celebrating stream. Absolutely. But what, Galambino, what should, if I do a celebration stream, what should that be? What should I do? How does one, how does someone celebrate 1,000 subscribers in a valid and reasonable and appropriate way? That's the word I was looking for. How does one appropriately celebrate 1,000 subscribers? A giveaway. Ooh, a giveaway. Yes, I'll give away my soul for 1,000 subs. How would one even do a giveaway anyways?
How I'd like to be in a financial position to be able to do a giveaway at 1,000 subs. That'd be great, but
a community post expressing gratitude to the subscribers. Well, that would be one thing that I would definitely do, and that's one thing that's in my in my heckin' pipeline of things to do. Happened how he survived it. Yes. So we reckon, what would it be? Like a music and chill and chat stream, hey? One sec, I'm putting Fluffy Rat on.
Look at him, he's so happy. And he's upside down like a little bat. Oh, hey, good boy. Oh, you're so cute.
All right. One moment, I'm just going to get this all set up for this, which is getting that over to there. All right. Let the streaming resume. I have to extend the armrests, because if I don't, Fox's tail can't fit into the chair because he's got a very big tail. So yeah. All right. Very good. Because I definitely do the community post. That is a definite. And could play some kind of celebrating party melody with your guitar and hang out, talk what you play in future videos, etc. But I mean, the thing is though, Galambino, it's like future. So thinking about future videos, right? Future videos, in my case, is what? That's just going to be more of this, because this is what I enjoy, right? I enjoy all of the beautiful people that I've met that have, you know, like, more than anything, it's the beautiful people who have heard my story and have taken a step forward. It's those people, more like, you know, everyone else that's just here for truck sim stuff, you know, it's fun. But the thing that, you know, fills me with that fuzzy feeling is knowing that there are people here that have heard my story and have said, we're by your side and we, you know, we're with you through this sort of shit. So I made one video after therapy. I didn't end up uploading it, and I don't know if I want to upload it because things seem to be on a positive note with my channel, and it's like, it feels silly. It feels really silly, but I feel like if I upload that video, it's going to bring the mood down, and it's going to bring the mood down a lot. Whereas I think that my channel needs to be, I'm now past the point of sadness and of sorrow. I think we're now at the point that we need to just focus on positivity. We need to focus on happiness, and we need to focus on things that are about getting better and of good things, positive things, I think. And so even though I made this other video that went into my re-diagnosis into having complex post-traumatic stress disorder, because I was formally diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, not with complex post-traumatic stress disorder. But I think as well that is, I didn't really hear my psychologist ever identify what I had as complex. I just knew that it was complex PTSD from the research I had done. And then when he started using those words in the most recent therapy session, that was like, well, shit, okay, that's it then, right? Just as he finally, eventually, he found the big book and went through and went, shit, dude, you actually have PNES, you actually have that. So, even though it's not a positive, yeah. I should. Also, hello and hello. So, yeah, I should upload it, and I should just say stuff it. Just, you gotta put it out there, but I'll yeah, whatever. But yeah, that video, the thing was, is that in that video, I went on to explain what sort of created the CPTSD, which was when I was abused, I was put into a situation where I needed to explain what was happening. And then when it came to people that were gaslighting me and whatnot, they made it that my explanations were not able to be heard. And so there was that sort of caused it to get worse. And so I explained that in that video, and I have, as I say, I haven't uploaded it. And I'd sort of like to do, yeah, I don't know. I'll work it out. I'll work it out. Yes. Yeah, we'll work it out. JD, can I flash bomb the stream into being not nighttime, or would you prefer to keep it as it is? Okay, ignore such which need to be discussed. Now, I know that you're really supportive of it all, Galambino, among, a handful of others. It feels sort of like, if I do, the question is, am I then going on and on and on about the same sad and depressing shit? And that's what I want to avoid, is that, right? So, yeah. Anyways, let us resume our journey. Does anyone know, does France get their electricity from nuclear, or is this a coal plant? Because I can't see any other smokestacks here, so I think that it might actually be nuclear. Why they want to help you, and for new people better understand what happened. At the same time will hurt you, because keep mine. Yes, yes. Like, the thing is, right, is that I don't, Galambino, I don't want to seem like someone who is endlessly complaining over and over about what happened, but I also know that even if I do or I don't, it won't change the fact that I live with this, and that what I live with is very hard, right? It's incredibly difficult to live with what I've got going on in my brain. And like, there is a way to live with it, and it would be that I would need to move to either Tasmania if I wanted to make it a realizable goal, or I would need to move to Iceland, and I would need to delete my internet, and then I would never have any real major problems in the foreseeable future, because then I wouldn't be around anyone that triggers me, you know? So, but instead we are working on fixing the response to the triggers. But yeah, it's hard because there are some people, and I'm not going to, I'm not meaning this in a bad way, alright, but there are some people who are part of the furry community who are really wanting to meet up and say hello, and it's like, if I see you in person, I will most likely have a panic attack, right? And if I have a panic attack, especially when it's regarding post-traumatic stress disorder, I will likely have a seizure. If I have a seizure, then you wanting to help and get closer to help will actually cause the seizure to continue, and then there is a chance that I will just choke and continue choking, and then eventually stop breathing, and then eventually, have oxygen starvation. So, bro, I had a question. In Promods, do we have to update it when the game is updated, or if we don't? Yes. So, when the game updates, you must right click on the game, click on properties, and this is in Steam, and then click on betas, and then tell it we want the previous version. Let's say we're currently on version 1.44 and 1.45 comes out. You'd right click, go into betas, tell it 1.44 for incompatible mods, and that's the version you would want to run, because Promods is not yet updated. When Promods has been updated for the latest version of the game, you'd then download it from the Promods website, and then you would be all good to go. You just install the new version of Promods into the mod folder, disregard the old version that's in there, and then everything's all fine and hunky-dory. So yeah, man, so it's relatively easy. It's relatively easy. It is a complex thing. I mean, anyway you choose, any way you choose will have positive things and not very positive things. Yes. Oh, I mean, anything you choose will have. Gotcha. Yes. Oh yeah, gotcha now. Yeah. But yeah, Pratip, it's honestly, man, it's pretty stress-free Promods. So you'll find if you do get it installed with the current version, that once it's in, and once you've like had, you know, one update that you've had to do, everything will make sense after that, and it just seems quite straightforward. And yeah, man, get it working and join in the convoy. Join in the convoy. You understand why you would choose a path which would seem for you the best? Yes, and because the thing is, Galambino, is that, so my triggers have gotten better, but the complex PTSD side of things has made the triggers really, really bad. So the triggers that still remain are really, really bad. Oh, you pickle. I saw him pulling out there and I thought this isn't gonna end well. I would have smacked into him so hard. So the triggers that I do have, essentially what happens is my brain wants to go into fight, flight, freeze or shutdown response, and I'm saying no, hold off on that, I need to think. And the brain goes, no, there is no time to think, you're actually in immediate danger and you're going to die soon, so if you don't allow me to do my fight, flight or freeze response, I will make you experience a seizure or a shutdown event, right? But a shutdown event, all that really is PNES, the psychogenic non-epileptic seizure. So yeah, so what I need to do is I need to tell my brain that essentially anytime I see someone who is part of the furry community that I tell myself I am not comfortable with, for example, essentially I need to look at them, identify that, okay, well, sorry, not look at them after I've identified them. I need to identify, right? Is the person normal or are they part of that crew? If they're part of that crew, look away and walk away. Yeah, sorry, that's right. Yes, we did. Yeah, and it's just hard, man, because as I say, there are people who have watched my streams that have been like, hey, I really want to catch up and meet you and say hello, and it's like what it should be is that people need to say, hey, if you are ever at all comfortable and would like to meet up, that would be really lovely, and if not, that is totally okay. But instead, when people say, I really want to and I look forward to meeting up someday, that then puts pressure on my brain and says there is no option out. And it's sort of when you have someone who has post-traumatic stress disorder, there's a question that you'll always hear them ask, and that question is, but what if I cannot escape? And that question is really yeah, it's everything PTSD. And it's a question that I've asked my psychologist, and he picked up on it and said, that's the big $1 million question, man, because that's your PTSD speaking. And it's like, now we have to sit there and think, well, is it that you can't, or is it that your brain continues to question that you can't? Well, it turns out that I actually cannot, because my brain has this cognition where everything that I explained in the last stream, as you know, not wanting to face social consequence, all of that comes into question, and then my brain says, well, we need to yeah, like Galambina, if you were to tell me that you were coming to Australia and that for the while that you're in Australia you're going to a furry convention and then you want to meet up, that would trigger me, and that would my brain would just go into absolute freak out mode. If on the contrary of that you were to say, hey Voksy, I want to meet up and catch up with you and hang out with you, and then when we're done hanging out I'm going to go back to Lithuania, right? Or I'm going to, do some sightseeing on my own and then go back to Lithuania, then that would not at all trigger me. But there's this weird association / lack of control / whatever that happens that really freaks out my brain, and it does a ripper job of freaking it out. Dear, yeah, JD, you should go to bed. Yeah, that's very late. But all good. JD, when we catch up next, let us have a little bus thingo, if you're up for that. And Galambino, it's what it is, mate, is that it's to the point where if I had someone reach out and say they wanted to catch up, and I suspected at all that they were part of that community, and they didn't tell me and promise me that they were not going to be meeting up with any other people from that community, or if they did, that they were, let's say that I knew person X, Y, and Z, and you said, oh, I'm going to also catch up with person X, Y, and Z, and I knew them and was comfortable with them, then I'd be like, yeah, man, come down, go for it, that'd be awesome, that'd be sick, maybe we can all catch up together even, right? But if it was that, oh yeah, I'm gonna, you know, I really want to catch up with you, and then, you know, catch up together, and then all of a sudden I find out later that, you know, you would then, after we caught up, you know, gone to a meetup or a convention or something, there is a chance that just thinking about that would cause me to have a seizure, which is ridiculous, but that's just how it happens. Is my brain, yeah, just has this association of danger in that case, and that association is especially exemplified due to a abuse of trust. And it's like that abuse of trust is really there for when people don't tell the truth, or they abstain from giving certain details of what it is that they're doing, and then it turns out that the things that they abstain from stating, the information that they withheld was triggering information, and they withheld it to not be triggering. And that has happened a few times now in these streams that has caused me panic attacks. It's like, oh, I don't want to tell you what I'm doing on the weekend because I don't want to give you a panic attack. It's like, well, just saying that tells me what you're doing, right? And that therefore gives me a major panic attack, and one that is really, really difficult for me to endure. So, well, the thing is, Galambino, is that I would trust you if you told me. I would trust you if you told me exactly what you were doing, because you know, if I was to have some sort of different threshold for trust, you would sit there and you would go, how on earth could I ever trust anyone at that point, right? It just seems like trust is now not an option. Now, if my psychologist had their way, and I see this as being an appropriate way to go about it, is that if anyone, you know, as I say, if my psychologist had their way, it would be that anyone who is part of the furry community instantly does not have the privilege of being in my space, is not given the privilege of my trust, and I just walk away from them. Now that is the you know, that is what I should be doing as a result of how severe my post-traumatic stress disorder is. That's exactly what I should be doing, is that. It's exactly what I should be thinking. It's exactly the order of things that should be going on. Otherwise my brain will say, you know, that I'm associating to the enemy and you know, that essentially I'm, yeah. All good, dude. In that case, then, well, I'm glad that you've at least got that sorted. It's a shame that that means that that other DLC is essentially just sort of gone, but that's all good. At least you got it working. Alright, we are here. But yeah, as I say, Galambino, I, you know, my personally, what I feel is the right thing to do is that I still get a sense, so I can get past the region lock. Yeah, but that's still on a different account though, my dude. That's still on a different Steam account. Or you're saying that you could just like transfer that game to another one or something. Perhaps, I don't know. I don't know how that works. So, but either way, if you're saying it works, then cool, man. Cool. But yeah, Galambino, the way that I'm like at the moment, mate, is if you told me that you were coming to Australia and you're exactly going to do X, Y, and Z, and you said, trust me, I am giving you the God honest truth, then I can use a new account to gift them to myself. Gotcha, that makes sense. Okay, now I understand what you're saying. All good. So yeah, if you were to tell me that, then I would trust that what you're saying is true, and you would, you would know, as you already do, that if you were not telling the truth, that would be the last time I ever talked to you. You know, that would be it. And so, because you know that, you would tell me the truth, and that all would be good, and that would all be chill, and everything would be quite lovely. So you'd be fine. But if you were to say, oh, you know, I'm coming down to Australia and I, you know, want to go to this animal convention, then yeah, you know, that's that would be it, and I'd just say, all good. Enjoy the convention, and you know, if you were to say, yeah, and I want to catch up, then I'd be like, nah, not gonna happen, because if you do, I'm gonna have a fit, and I'll be sitting on the chair like, nah. Oy vey. I can't tolerate lying at all. Do it once, you lost your chance. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure, it's a good way to be about that, because if you're not, you have to have strict standards of behavior, and if people don't meet your standards, get rid of them. Because if you don't get rid of them, your brain gets confused and says, hang on a sec, you just accept abuse all the time. Well, that's no good, isn't it? Also, I would not tell anyone, only left you know. I would not tell anyone, only let you know I want to meet you, and I would never say trust me, because I don't feel that much brave to say that. So the thing with saying well, yeah, saying that, you know, you should trust me is it can be, you know, that can seem a bit forced, can't it? But like the thing is that when it's yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's how that all how that all is, Galambino. And you know, I get worried because there are some people that I know that that have involvement in the community, and it's like I might be fine with those people now, but I know that can click any second. So, but I know that, yeah, there's well, I mean, Galambino, what it is, mate, it's a thing of, do you trust yourself that if you said, hey, all I'm doing is X, Y, and Z, and in, you know, and not going to a gaming convention, for example, and then a gaming convention you found out was around the time that you were visiting, and then you're like, do I lie about not going to that gaming convention and just go anyway? Yeah, maybe I will. Well, if that's your attitude, then yeah, then you should not be confident about saying for someone else to trust you in that case, if that was their requirement. So yeah, sort of depends on if that seems like something that you would do. If we're talking long-term shit, I would like to bad news. What's the bad news, Galambino? Are you serious? A second time? A second bloody time? Galambino. Why? Why is that happening? Are they a reputable job provider? Like, what's the deal? Yeah, I'm with you there as well, mate. Because that doesn't seem right. Why would they tell you that, like, so consistently now? Like, 2 times in a row is a little bit piss weak on their part, man. They not respond why it is cancelled. That's 5 times no response. Yeah, I would not be trusting. Question Voksy about people who are sort of part of furry community in America that is not much, but more of a foodie community. Meet up with a shared interest as a secondary type thing in the... Yeah, so good question, JD, and we were talking about that. Because my psychologist was asking me, at what point do you define someone as, like, being part of that community, in my case? And it's like, okay, well then let's think about that for a moment, make sure that I'm, you know, being as... It is what it is. No luck for me. Yeah, no luck for you at all, man. That's just that's piss poor on their part. I'm really I can't imagine how you'd be feeling, because that's a big trip. That is a big trip to be going from one country to another for the sake of work, and then to be told, hey, by the way, don't come over. What the fuck? But yeah, so, my classification of furry is that there's a few different levels of it. There's those who are going to, like, physical face-to-face events. There are those who just have friends online and that's it. There are those who, you know, go to the full extent. They have a character of their own. They're actively participating in whatever. I think the thing that triggers me... The thing that triggers me is that there were so many of them that I had seen in person that had lied to me, had betrayed me, gaslighted me, and the only people that were doing that were people from the community. Right? The only people that were doing that were from the community. There was no one else that was outside of the community that was doing that. You know, everyone else that was outside of the community said, I can't believe it, I can't believe you've been raped by this person, I hope they die, this, that, the other. And then people from inside the community were saying, why are you telling me who I can and can't be friends with? Fuck you. And it's like, well, that's a very different response, right? Because I just told you that they did what they did, and then you're telling me that how dare I? And I know now through the help of my psychologist that that it is them who is wrong, but them is the furry community, and that's very broad. And what my problem is that I you know, my brain puts that on all of them. So Galambino, I really hope that they can get back to you in time with a valid reason why, but part of me thinks if they send you a message again, I would be doubting whether or not what they're telling you is correct or is just what they want you to hear or read, so that you can apply again. And do you know if, like, the thing is, mate, is that the job that they're doing is a job that people in Germany can do. So what are they doing? Are they just saying, hey, if we can't find any Germans, we'll get you to work, but if we can find Germans, then we'll just tell you last minute, by the way, don't come to Germany because we don't want you, because we've already got someone here. Part of me is thinking that is what they're doing. Hello, Robert Gardner. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, Galambino, part of me thinks, mate, that they are just going for whoever is easiest to get in, which would be, you know, if the job is in Germany and there are Germans who are looking for work who say, yeah, I'll do that, no matter who is recommended from other countries, they are going to go with whoever is easiest. And it would be easier to get a local workforce in than it would be shipping people from another country in. So I would imagine that would be what they're doing, is that. To tell the group of workers in that job is all Lithuanians, because there is a different they're a different group, right? Basically, frame it up high. Basically, it counts my entire life. Friends, I love food, various different things. Yeah, so again, JD, what the thing is, right, is that if like what I'm saying is that if there were people that wanted to meet up and they said, yeah, we go to, you know, the Furry convention in, you know, Toronto or in Oklahoma or wherever, right? And then they said, I want to meet you in Australia, you know, but like I'm going to Australia to attend the Australian Furry convention, then I would say, well, good luck finding me. But if they were to say, I'm coming to Australia to, you know, to say g'day and meet you and that's it, because, you know, I don't want to be triggering at all, and, you know, that's the, you know, that's all I'm going to be doing, then I would say, hell yeah, let's catch up, let's say g'day, that'd be awesome, right? But it's the moment that things tie into the Australian Furry convention is where there are problems. And I have I have moderate trust issues with people who are involved in any way to the Australian furry community. I'll probably find a specific place to meet up, comfortable and for you and for me. Yeah, that'd be appreciated, man. To put me in their group, because different groups do different jobs, and it's like 4 or 5 people, or it'll be 7 people. Galambino, when your brother goes over there, because I'm guessing your brother is still working, but they're cancelling you, not cancelling your brother, I would be asking your brother to ask them, what's the deal? Why has my brother been inconvenienced like this more than once? You know? And I hope you can get an answer. Personally, honestly, never had much interaction beyond having character wanting. Well, kind of. I mean, you're saying that you do go to the, or you have gone to these meetups, right? And so with that, right, you do have that involvement. But what I'm saying is it's not so much, that, like it's not so much the stuff abroad that is an issue for me, it is the stuff that is local. The moment that it's local, I have major trust issues. So yes, don't know if that makes sense, but that's sort of how it do. That is sort of how it do. If in the meetup something went wrong, I would put all responsibility on myself. No, I wouldn't think too much of that, Galambino. So the thing is, mate, is that what we're trying to install in my brain at the moment is that any time that I feel like I am in danger, is that I need to walk away. And what I have not done every time that I've been in a feeling, in a sense of danger, is I have not walked away. So I had a date with someone from Tinder. They said, man, I was in the furry community, but am not anymore. Right? I have nothing to really do with them. That's just that. Well, then we catch up for this date, and I'm parked in the parking lot. This car parks right beside me, and this car has furry stickers on it. Well, it turns out that it is their car, and because I didn't want to seem rude, even though I felt like I was going to vomit from this panic attack and that I was feeling so lightheaded, I did not leave. Instead, I said, no, you will just endure and you'll see if you can chat or whatever. And I had a seizure. And I had a seizure because I didn't walk away. So what I need to do is, when I see someone who's part of the furry community in person, is I need to walk away. And just leave it at that. The feeling that I will meet up everything and it will mess up everything, and it will only be my fault. Yeah, man, I think as you feel that feeling is when you go back to that mindfulness meditation of asking yourself, is this helpful? And if the answer is not particularly, because you go, well, I mean, can I do anything about it? Maybe, but maybe unrealistically I could see that I could do something about it. Maybe I actually can't do anything about it and I just need to be mindful and respectful and leave it at that. Well, then maybe that's all you can do, my dude. And then ask yourself, am I doing this to be a bad person, or am I doing this in every ounce of effort to be a good person? And if it all comes from a good space of good intent, what can you achieve more than that? Right? And how could you scrutinize that as anything other than being good? well then there you go. So you say the thought is helpful, but the feeling associated to the thought is not entirely helpful, right? And so it's like using that to shape your appreciation of the thought without being hounded by, you know, the negative impacts of the feeling. Finished listening to all your responses to my chat comments. I'll be heading out to bed now. All good, JD. I wish you a wonderful night's rest. A wonderful morning's rest, because it is 5 in the morning for you. So good night, and we'll catch up when we catch up later. Yeah, that's all good, JD. I wasn't sure if I'd even be streaming today. I wanted to clean my room, and then I copped a huge migraine. But we'll see what tomorrow brings. I might even clean my room tonight. I don't know. What time is it? 10:11. Yeah, I might clean my room tonight, I think. Go make some more food. How I start thinking about the whole, because I feel like a total. Yeah, well, I mean, that's not on you though. That's not on you though, Galambino. That's on them. And any time that, yeah. Anyway, that's already sorted, so we don't need to really think or focus into that, don't we? Unless you want to. If it's not helpful, then we won't. Then we won't. Gotcha. All good. All good. Thanks for letting me know, and we'll see. We'll see how things turn out. very peaceful. The little question and your fairly less helped ease my mind about regularly taking me uncomfortable about things I do over. Yeah, trust me, JD, you are all good. What my concern is, right? So I will if you can remind me, I will send you a voice message on Telegram that explains much more accurately as to what's happening there. And it will make a lot more sense. But bottom line is, you're all good. So relax, and all is good. with this conversation. I'm feeling fine. It's only a reminder. Thank you. Cool. Just like that, we have a Rival. It's a little bit fancy, isn't it? Nice. And yeah, JD, look, I am, you're all good, because I do that anyway. I don't have a stream time schedule, and I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing. I think with my kinds of streams, there's this thing that exists with this kind of stream, which is there's actually nothing that you're missing out on. You're either just here for the conversation, for the peace, for the ambience, for me being an idiot, or you're not, and that's okay, because then there'll be another stream, and that next stream will be more, you know, well, it'll be the same thing really, and you'll either be there or you won't be there, and all will be good. So yeah, that, like, I think sort of lends itself to my inability to stream at the same time. I just sort of do my own thing, is what it is. And if there are people here and they're here to chill, well then we'll chill together. And if they're not here, well then we won't chill together, and we'll maybe chill on the next one. And if we don't chill on the next one, then maybe the one after that. And on and on and on and on. So, yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Very good. Well, we have arrival at the final destination, which was Montpellier, and I might go and go back to cleaning my room, because that needs to happen. And I don't want to do that while the stream is running, because that would just be rude. So 3 hours 30 minutes streaming, that's not bad. That's not bad. It feels short though compared to my normal, you know, 12-hour streams. This feels like nothing. 12-hour streams are just normal for me, you know. It's like, it's just, yeah, I'm an idiot essentially. I'm just an idiot. So anyways, all good. Yes, we shall continue this when we continue this next. But until then, I'm gonna go clean my room and hopefully not get a migraine again, because it might come back, but it might not. And we'll see about streaming early on tomorrow. Well, it was fun. Oh, well, I'm glad. I'm glad. You know, we can, Galambino, comparing this to Truck Simulator, would you put them at about the same level, do you think? Or would you say that, you know, they're just different, you can't compare them? What's your thoughts? And you have a nice night, JD. You got to go to bed. You got sleep to have. Saying there's nothing different between them. Very good. Well, that's good to know. In that case, then I might start doing bus sim streams. Oh, just as I said, don't need to force yourself. No, I wouldn't be forcing myself. Trust me on that. That would not be forcing myself. That'd be all fine. So that's all good. But yeah, we shall continue this when we continue this next. JD, hopefully you'll be able to have enough money on Truck Simulator that you too can get yourself a Iveco, not Stralis, whatever this Evad is. And we will have our little bus convoy going on. I reckon that'd be quite fun. So, like I always said, love spending time with you and talking. Always take care of yourself. Hope to see you on the next one. Absolutely, Galambino, and thank you. As you know, I have much love. So thank you very much. See you all when I see you next. I go back to cleaning my room. So. Till then, have a wonderful rest of your day and or night. Do you play other sim games? Oh, yes, actually. Yes, I do. City Skylines, but I haven't played it in a little while because it hurts my head a little bit, but that's not really a simulator game. Oh, and Train Sim, but Train Sim's really, specific, but I'll talk to you about that on Telegram. I'll talk to you about it on Telegram. I just got to clean my room before my migraine comes back. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put some more food on, maybe have a coffee, and then I'll see you all tomorrow. All right? Until then, good night, everyone.